Hey YouTube, welcome back to Randomly Trashed with your host, Commander Trasher. Now, today I wanted to talk about happiness. Not everybody has it in this world. I mean, we have little moments of happiness here and there, and you know, there's some people out there that have happiness all the time, and then there's some people that just like to stay happy all the time, regardless, even if there's bad things in their life that's going on. And, they just feel they want to be always happy. That's understandable. That's great. That's good. That's a good feeling to feel. Now, I will say this though. Happiness can be sometimes temporary and can last you forever. It all depends on you. If you want to be happy, then you be happy. If you want happiness in your life, then make it. If something makes you happy, then go for it. If a person makes you happy, be around that person as much as you possibly can. Obviously you can't be around people 24/7, but that doesn't mean that, you can't be happy with them or you can't be happy around them. If it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, a family member, a friend, it all depends on the situation. It all depends on the person. But I mean, if that person makes you happy, try to keep them in your life. Try to keep them around. If you can't keep them around, then maybe they're not really the ones that's supposed to make you happy. Maybe there's other people out there that's supposed to make you happy or happier than them. Sorry about that. So, you gotta, pick and choose what you want in your life to make you happy. You got to pick and choose who you talk to in your life to make you happy. Now, I have people in my life that make me happy. Not everybody makes me happy. Some people get me really upset. But there's a lot of people that make me happy. And I mean, I try my best to stay happy. It doesn't always happen. But, it's just what you want to do with it. It's up to you to make yourself happy. If you feel that a person makes you happy, talk to that person. Text them as much as you can. If you can call them, you call them. You talk to them on the phone. Whether it be it could be your aunt, your uncle, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your best friend, it could be, a guy or a girl that you're really interested in. It could be your grandparents. If they make you happy and no one else, it can make you happy like they can, then try to talk to them. Sometimes it's important to do that with certain people because life is not forever. Life is kind of short. So, you got to make the best of it. You got to, be happy as much as you possibly can. And I mean, some people say, oh, it's not easy to be happy. Okay, I guess you have a point about that. It's not easy to be happy. But if you want to be happy, then you work for it. You push yourself to get to that happiness. You make yourself get to there because you want it to happen. You push yourself to make it happen. If you don't want it to happen, then you don't want it to happen. If you don't want to be happy, then you don't want to be happy. I mean, there's nothing that I can do or anybody can do about that. You're the only one that can make your own happiness. So, make yourself happy. Be around those people that make you happy. And if nobody makes you happy, if you're just one of those type of people that like to be alone and that's your type of happiness, then that's your type of happiness. I mean, it sucks for those people that you make happy, because if you make a person happy, then they might want to be around you, and it's like, then it kind of contradicts in a way, because you want to be alone, you want to make yourself happy, but then at the same time they may be your friend, your family, or somebody you care about, and you may want to make them happy, and you're just there like, dang, I'm stuck in a predicament, like I don't know what to do now. But I mean, it all depends on the people. It all depends on yourself. It all depends on the other person. Some people they need to be smothered in people to be happy. They need to be in a relationship to be happy. They need to be in love. They need to be having sex. They need to be, or there's some people out there that just need to be with their video games in their room, in their house, or, be with their movies or their TV shows or whatever. They just need stuff like that to be happy. Those type of people, like, the type of people that stay home and, you know, they're to themselves watching their movies and stuff like that, and their games make them happy. I mean, I'm not saying that that's wrong. That's not a wrong type of happiness. Everybody has their own form of happiness. You know, everybody has their own way of showing their happiness, and everybody has their own way of finding their own happiness. But I mean, to me, those type of people, you know, are like me. They just, you know, prefer to be at home. They're homebodies. You know, that's what makes them happy, being at home. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel welcome, warm, and, you know, happy because they're home. And, you know, same thing goes for the people that go out. They like to be outside. They like to have fun outside. And that's what makes them happy. They like to be outside. And I mean, it sucks sometimes when you have friends or family that make you happy and you would want them to come over and chill in your house, but they would rather go to a bar and chill outside in a bar. And they'll tell you, you know, you could come along with them, but you don't really want to because you want to stay at home. So it all depends on the person. You know, it all depends on everybody's thing. But happiness is out there. And if you want it, you need to go after it. You need to get up and go after it. Some people just don't want happiness in their life, or they're afraid of it. It's understandable. You know, there's a lot of reasons to be afraid of happiness because, you know, most people think, oh, I'm going to be happy and then something's going to take it away. That's understandable, you know. But I mean, still, you want happiness, you fight for it. You want to keep it, you got to fight for it. Happiness is kind of like a privilege, you could say. So you want it, go for it. Be happy. Go fight for it. And I mean, a lot of times, if, you know, it may seem like, oh, why am I fighting for happiness? Because it's worth it. When you're happy, it's worth it. It's worth being around. It's worth being alive. It's worth, you know, living for. That's what happiness is. Happiness is out there for you to enjoy it, for you to love it, for you to be happy and enjoy, you know, life with it. That's what it's out there for. And that's that emotion that we feel. And no matter what, everybody has felt happiness once in their life at least. You know, and if you enjoyed that little feeling, that little moment, and keep trying to search for it. Keep looking for it. And if you find it, try not to let it go. If it goes away, then maybe it wasn't meant to be at that moment. Maybe it'll come back. You never know. Just, you know, try to find your own happiness. Whatever makes you happy, try to find it and do it. Don't worry about other people's happiness. Worry about yourself first. You want to worry about other people's happiness? Worry about yourself to make yourself happy so you can make others happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Comment. Tell me what you think is your happiest moment, or, you know, what brings you happiness in life. And subscribe. I'll catch you next time on Randomly Trashed.